There's a blaze in the chat, and I think we're live. As you can see, there's a big empty spot on there. That's okay, that's okay. That is a later problem. So I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's say this. Woo. We'll just do that. And then we'll draw an arrow. That's not how you draw an arrow. Alright. So okay, so I can see y'all's chat here. So I want to break a nut. I don't like that. It doesn't. I can't see y'all's avatars here. It's the best chat you've ever seen. Yeah, ain't it so? Okay, well, it's nice that I can see it there. But man, yeah, I really don't like not being able to see y'all's avatars. I kind of need that. Well, hang on. It might not be over yet. So what we're doing is we're trying to figure out how to stream to multiple places. Just don't tell YouTube. So if I go... See, because YouTube's already going. So if I go to sit here at Twitch, experimenting and testing. Oh, there's a Kraken. Look at there. And then I say, yeah, just chatting sounds like a good thing. So if I hit save on the purple source, we can't say the name of the purple streaming platform. I have no idea if it actually went live or not. I guess I could go look. Let's see. Apparently. It looks like I am indeed... Well, no. It looks like it broke. It said I was live. I get banned from Twitch already? That was fast. Are we the experiment? Yes! You are the experiment. We're all the experiment on this blessed day. Okay. I'm sitting here on Twitch and it says I'm live, but I don't see any video. The Squirrel Plays is streaming, just chatting. Watch now. And then it doesn't work, but the title made it over there. Huh. One of you want to go over to Twitch? Oh, I said the purple name. Oh no. You want to go to the purple platform and search a Squirrel Plays and see if there's anything there? I just get an error. Even though it says I'm... I go to my channel. I don't know. If anybody has an account over there, you can try it. You got one? Alright, yeah, if you get over there, try and send a message too, because I need to see if that comes up. Alright. Appreciate you, by the way. But yeah, I downloaded this thing, this multi-stream setup for OBS, and they had a multi-stream suite that you could download. I mean, well, let me try that, and it like overhauled OBS, and I kind of like it. It came with a lot of things, which is both problematic and cool. Yeah, some of the features I like and some I don't, but I can't separate them. You cannot see anything, but I can see your chat there, so that's working. Okay, so why is it not shooting anything over there? Are you getting the error, or is it just like a black screen? So when I go to Twitch, it says the video download was canceled. Please try again. So I don't know what that's all about. And I probably can't edit anything. The stream key's in there. Twitch server default. Black with error message. Yeah, okay. Alright. Interesting. But your chat comes up. Well, yeah, let's see. I can never find anything in Twitch. Like, I remember why I moved to YouTube when I started trying to do this. Alright. Channels and video. Make sure I'm not streaming all this. Show you all my information. Yeah, like, where is your stream key? They make things so hard to find. Connection? So, no, that's for, like, other things. Yeah, okay. Oh, my microphone fell over. I probably sounded a little funny. Twitch. How to find stream key. Oh, let me go back over here where I can see y'all's chat. Nor tick or talk. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. Not to shill for YouTube, but their streaming platform, in my opinion, is so much better. Like, it's just night and day between it and Twitch. Like, you can set up streams ahead of time and have everything good to go and just hit a button. You can even have different stream keys, like if you want to do things in different resolutions and all that. Man, it's nice. And it's easy. But, we live in a day and age of many-much platforms, so kind of, if I'm going to be streaming more, I guess I'm going to touch these other ones. And if, but I'm only going to do it, well, if the computer can handle it, the network, which I think they can, but only if I can just set it up once and be done with it. If I have to keep finagling with it, I ain't messing with it. Alright. Go to Twitch, go to your profile, creator dashboard, settings, stream. Yeah, I did that. Settings. Let's read this instead of the AI summary. Redirecting you. Oh, your Twitch help page isn't working. Finding your stream key. Okay, it's under that. Well, I bet you that's not even a button that exists anymore. I am on the Twitch help page, and they're showing me a button that does not exist anymore. Good job, Twitch. This is why nobody likes you. Okay, so let me stop Twitch. If I just hit that button, that should stop it. And maybe that'll, I don't know, give me some more options because I'm not live at the moment. Well, there... No available qualities for playback. Okay, but the thumbnail of the video I just streamed, it shows it. Like, it actually got something. That's interesting. Okay, yep, that button just does not exist anymore. Good job, Twitch. You are the best. Make sure you guys are still coming through. Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, Blaze, what's going on? What's happening? How's life? Same for you, Austin. / adventure manager. How to find, open, go to Twitch, click your profile on the top right. Creator dash, okay, this one says creator dashboard. Okay, this looks more accurate. Open greater and go to settings over there. Very good. Man, that is... Alright, I'm gonna make sure I'm not showing this to the world here. Never share this on the stream. Okay. It has been lagging a bit for me all day. It says live, then starts lagging by 1 second every 10 seconds. Interesting. I feel like it's been happening a lot, though. Like, the streams just get way behind. Ever since that hiccup in December. Peanut butter and jelly with toasted protein bread. Tastes good. Yeah, everybody's trying to shove protein into everything now. It's the new thing. As long as it's high in protein. But hey, a lot of those high in protein things actually taste good. So that is the stream key matches. So not sure what's going on there. Yeah, I really don't have any other options other than that. I got output name, server, and stream key. I don't shove protein into everything. This bread just tastes better. It's nice and crunchy. Yeah. Well, I meant like companies are coming up with protein this, protein that, protein that, because like the government's making some kind of push for more protein. Decided it would make us healthier. Because that'll work. Been seeing a lot of protein drinks, protein potato chips. Food education in the West out here is it's not good. All right, well I'm just gonna hit the button again and see what happens. Let me go back to my channel. No available qualities for playback. That's weird. That's very weird. Now, if I do this, test, that should go to both places. Yeah. Maybe. We'll see. It doesn't look like it went anywhere. That's good. Oh. Protein will make everybody's better than you. Oh yeah. I mean, like anything, it's moderation, right? Okay, well, we can't get that to work. No surprise there. It is Twitch. Brother Blaze, you still with us? Or did you fade into oblivion when I shut down Twitch? Alright. You're here? Oh, you're back on. You're on both. Boop, boop. Very good. Appreciate you. You can hop back over to YouTube if you want. That's fine. I'm gonna have to experiment with Twitch later, I guess. Okay, so if I do... Okay, there's the link. How do I... Healthy as a lifestyle. Good sleep! Fluids and other stuff. Quantum chatter. Oh, it's everywhere. Okay, wow, this is... I thought this was supposed to be the easy chat solution. Turns out it is not. Okay, let's... I have no idea what to do. That, well, not click that. That was the wrong thing. Social stream ninja. But how do I connect this to quite literally anything? This is all the options for dressing it up. Mechanics, message, visibility, global settings. Yeah, I don't see anywhere on here to log into anything. And I was under the impression this was a website, not like a app you download. Okay, let's get rid of that. Remove. And then there's this. I don't know how you actually download anything here. I'm so lost. Sleep. Who sleeps, right, Blaze? Off for my walk soon because healthy, but it's mostly a carb burn because of the sugar. Hiya, Salty Nick. Salty Nick, I don't guess you know how to do multi-streaming stuff, do you? That's what we're trying to figure out. See, and I thought when I was looking up Stream Ninja or whatever, it acted like it was just a website you logged into, but turns out that is not the case. Jump to download and install instructions. Manually install extension. This extension works with Chromium-based browsers. See the store or Firefox. The link download. Blah 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 blah. Once extracted. Select a folder. Yeah, it doesn't tell you how to do anything of this. To use the extension, open Twitch or YouTube. Pop out chat. Or just go to your Facebook, blah 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 blah, you may. Then press this. Okay, alright, let me try this again. Let me try this again. Instead of getting fussy. Free. Are we still just a black hole over at Twitch? It looks like it. No available qualities. What does that even mean? Oh, okay. So this was saying open Twitch or YouTube, pop out chat. So here is the YouTube pop out chat right there. We want live chato. You know what I should do? No, I shouldn't. That'd be silly. Where's my instructions? You must not minimize or close these windows, but they can be left in the background or moved to the side. Press the social stream. Excuse me. You're in the way of my instructions. Enable streaming of chat data. That button doesn't exist. I hate it when things say click this button and the button isn't there. Enable streaming of chat data. Extension active. Extension disabled. Alright, well it's active. Okay, so maybe this is all I have to do? I have no idea what's about to come up here. Y'all might be in for a wild ride. Let's see. Give me a browser source. We'll call it chat with 2 T's apparently. Nothing. I see nothing. I haven't heard. When did you say that? Alright, I'm gonna throw y'all a message here. Okay. How about that? Boy, that's gonna be a small chat, isn't it? Huh, that's very... Oh, it's twice dead. Okay. So we got a little something going on here. So let me... Aw, dang it. How do I even get to my own... There you go. So that's there. And if I do... How do I... There we go. Pop out. So if I do this... What's going on, Twice Dead? How goes? How goes? It works. Okay. Alright. So that one's pretty spiffy. The only thing I'm not crazy about is... It's very squished. Your names are taking up so much room. And I don't need... I should be able to adjust all that, though. Let me see. There's a bazillion options here. Auto hide, delay. Excuse me. Hide no, I want the avatars. Yeah, I can see y'all's avatar. Okay. We got, styling? No space. Oh, does it not? That only applies to new messages, I guess. Okay. We don't need a timestamp on there. Yeah. It's working. It's Swords and Stones. Welcome to the tech stream. Where instead of talking bad about Dungeons and Dragons, we talk bad about Windows 11. Man, I got this old, a little mini computer my brother gave me, and I dug it out the other day and was setting it up somewhere, and I forgot it had Windows 10 on it, and you know, I was getting things set up to use, basically just making a little writing area for myself. I forgot how nice Windows 10 was compared to Windows 11. Just holy crap. Holy moly. Popper night. What's going on? Yeah. As Windows 10 just came and went so fast. Zoom. We all got pushed onto 11. And I can't stand 11, you know. I know it's normal. You know, it's like, oh, I like the previous version of Windows better. You know, everybody says that, but like 11 is bad. It's not as bad as some people say, but my goodness. It was definitely not a step forward in a lot of areas. Okay, so there's so many options here. I'm getting toasty. Is that music good for y'all, by the way? I forgot to ask. So overlay, font, oh, here we go, font size, page, translucent page background. Green. Oh, you can just make a little green. Okay, that's neat. Show viewer count. No. Show current. No. Okay. Where's an option to turn off the timestamp? Beep when there's new messages. I am glad that is off. Beep for first time chatters. That would be neat. Remember when I got the finals Windows 10 notice to switch out from 7, and then 6 months later I bought it was Windows. Ugh. Windows 7 was nice. Of course, you know, nothing beats Windows XP. Or so they say. I actually prefer 95 was my favorite. And it wasn't my first. 3.1 was my first. Free home edition that wouldn't let me turn off Cortana. Oh yeah, well Cortana's now, she's permanently turned off. It was Cortana, yeah. I like the idea of it. It was like an advanced Clippy, right? Now we have Copilot, and it's 100 times worse. Custom auto select show time. Oh, I can do a custom beep. Boop. Remove donation data from messages. Well, when auto select, no, auto pin. Ooh, auto pin messages identified as questions. That would be handy. I don't know how that works. Auto queue. Multiple docs will stay. Only see pin. No. Guess. Can you view only mode? Can't chat interview. Okay, well, I got an option for use 24-hour timestamp, but not an option to turn timestamp off. Text to speech. We don't need that. Visibility. Color names, if color available, let's turn that on. I can hide the source, which I think Twitch gets mad at you for that. If you, I don't know if that's still a thing. I think they were the ones that really didn't like you if you had multi-chats or multi-stream and you were showing where other people were. Show source name as tech. No, we don't want that. Hide. Oh, you can hide from different... Interesting. Only show Twitch messages. Why would you want that? Show channel icon. Hide avatars. No, hide timestamp. Figured it out. Okay. That should give us some space. Of course, I guess chat could just be over the main screen, right? I was just trying to find something to fill up that slot we have over there. But I guess I could just do... Yeah. I could just full screen it and be on top of each other. That'll be fine. Might actually work better, honestly. Twice Dead, you still in the chat? How's the book going, man? Last time we chatted, you were very excited about the... Because you paused on the romance book to jump on the other book, and we're just cruising through it. Oh, you are. There you are right there. Are still computers running Windows XP in the hospital? We practice lots of it. Yeah, so... If Builder B watches this later, he'll get a hoot out of this. But this one particular company I worked at not too terribly long ago, they had a computer that they were still hanging on to. Multi-billion-dollar company hanging on to this Windows XP machine because it had some automated stuff they had made for it, and it would not work on anything past XP. It's just like, guys, come on. What are we doing? And the thing is, like, the stuff they were automating was already really old for Windows XP and should have been done away with so long ago. It's like, guys, come on, man. Get with the program. Y'all can ignore this message I'm about to send. Test, test, please ignore. Ignote. I still got a timestamp on it. Is there like a save button I gotta do? Or do I have to like turn it off and back on? I will not ignore it. Yeah. Oh, you guys wanna... I could show you a short I made that I haven't published yet. Or actually... I got some really cool artwork and I'm showing it off. And I don't know, should I just show it on the stream or should I reveal it in the short? You guys might get early access. Okay, we're gonna... Extension disabled. Extension enabled. Blah. Now does that... Is that the same link or is it a different one? It looks like the same one. Oh, it had... Okay. Okay, so I didn't have to... Okay, yeah, interesting, interesting. So the link has all the options in it, so as you start changing options, it tacks them on there. Interesting. Oh, I wiped away the chat. Okay, so it starts it over. That's fine. Somebody say something. Man, so you gotta... It would be nice if I had a preview of what it looked like. There you go. Alright. So that gave us more space. No more timestamp. There might be a tool somewhere where you can adjust this and see what your options do while you're doing it. But that works. So let's do... Oh, hey, you're over there too. Look at you. Watching the big old nothing on Twitch. Okay, that's going to be a little hard to read over there. I want it, instead of starting here and going down, I want it to, the newest one at the bottom. Is that... I'll do another skim, and if I can't find it, then we'll get to doing stuff. Let me put you back over here. I'm assuming you guys can see me moving stuff around. I am not 100% sure if that with the new OBS setup. Old Welsh Mills for the face side is a... Ooh, they got some good ones. Some of your messages keep disappearing? Uh-oh. I wonder if they're getting... This is the most awesome squirrel I've ever seen. I wonder if they're just... You're sending them and then, like, you're disconnecting a little bit and they, boop, don't actually make it. You can see me move stuff. Okay. Okay, that's good. Because this thing I downloaded for OBS, like, added... I don't even know what to call them. Like, whole new pages. I have a user, a build, and a live. So it's like, okay, if I'm over here in user moving stuff around, does it not actually show? I don't know. It's got a lot going on. What was I looking for? I wanted to see if I could do the thing. I don't know what you call it. Limit messages, filter out messages, hide, don't, only show messages that include donations. How do you feel about that? I guess I could see that though, like if you had a special one set up somewhere and had different options for it. Ignore, replace. Okay. Styling maybe? Compact mode. Yeah. You're on mobile data? Yeah, it might just be having a hiccup at a very unfortunate time. And then it gets lost in the seas of cyberspace. Okay, font color, font weight, outline, stroke, glow. Oh, yeah, there's all your pretty stuff. Background shading. Message effects. Messages fade in. Message smoothly scrolling. That's what I want. Advanced animations. Oh. It can't... I mean, there's probably somewhere... Split mode. Mechanics. Auto hide, queue, rotate, debug, beep, 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 beep. Messages aligned to the right. Force right to left text reading. Auto show. Old messages stay and stack as a work in progress. Message. No, not text to speech. Visibility. No. More styling. More effects. This is such a confusing menu. Alright, commands, message. I swear there's been like 5 different categories called visibility and styling. Alright, well, you know what? I think what we got so far, excuse me, is good. I clicked the wrong thing and I think I figured out how to get a preview. Oh wait, what happens if I do this? It sent it to both places. What? Okay. That was weird. Whoa. Interesting. One of the best missed clicks of my life. Also, I basically made sea serpents behave like salmon. They go back to fresh water to produce those younglings that can't go back to... That's pretty cool. I'm telling you, dude. Like, let's just go on a tangent here. You know, some people are like, you know, I'm not that creative. I don't know how to come up with these things. The real world we live in has... Bird started screaming. There's so many weird things in the real world. Like, we, a couple weeks ago, I was with Adam on the Planar Crossroads thing where we just, me and a couple guys get together and just give ourselves a little creative challenge and try and make stuff up or use something as a point of inspiration. And last time, the prompt was just bugs. So I went up reading up on some wasps and whatnot. And it's just like, oh man, there's all kinds of weird things going on in the bug world. So I'm gonna leave that up for just a second. But I wanted... Try not to misclick here again. Copy link. And then if I do this, will it... It did wipe the chat again. Okay. So every time I update it, it's gone. But not over here. Cool, man. Oh man, why'd you get all... Ah! Why'd it squish you like that? But this is fine because now I can just have this. Oh, this is cool. This is super cool. I can just have that right there. And I can see everybody. I don't have to have a bunch of things. And it's nice big text where I can read. Except your username's going over it here too. That's weird. With winter becoming harsher, there are fewer and fewer waterways for spawns to get back to the sea. That's why the Worm Warband has become a rich mercenary company. Ooh. Oh, are mages expensive? I like that idea. Okay, so let's say we do this. Let's put that there. And then let's bring that to its full potential. Oh, that's why I did that. Because if I make this the full width, then I have this big bar under here. That's why I was doing that. That's why I was doing it. Because see, then I could just have this here. And y'all could have a better view. Oh. And then I could just... I don't even know what I'm grabbing there. Then y'all could be right there. Whoa. I mean... It's not the waste. But then I have a get... Well, no I don't. I can do this. Right? I can just flip this bad boy on. Where did it go? Transform. Reset. Transform. It's not working. Well, I was going to say the second camera for the window could be turned on, but it doesn't seem to want to become a thing. I think it's plugged in. Okay, well, that's that. Well, anyway, I think Twitch is just up the creek without a paddle. I think I'll have to do some test ones on its own. But I won't ping y'all for that. That's just silly. Alright. So anyway. My favorite squirrely man. And Chris is late. Not really. I mean, we're just trying to make things work. Oh, there's somebody from Twitch. I'm assuming you can't see anything. You might be cussing me out in Russian or whatever that is. Mages know that they are priced by the Fae. Most mages get replaced by changelings when they are betis and used as entertainment or jesters in the other realm. Burrow skill. Man, you see, you got this whole thing going on. So let's say I think we got a couple things working today. That's good. Like I said, Twitch is up the creek. But now that we got this far, so what should we do for another creative challenge? See, I don't feel like I enjoyed the Mega Man one. I thought it was fun, and you know, supposedly that's all that matters, but at some point you gotta think about other things, we'll say. Let me get to my page here. YouTube dashboard. They didn't do very well. Let's go have a look, see. Of course, I will say I streamed so much last week. Everything, I think I just burned everybody out. It was too many streams. That's YouTube's fault, though. They made me do it. So the first... That's not the first one. That's the first one. We did okay on the first one. And then the second one got about the same amount. And then the third one got half. And then the one after that got even less. So there was definitely a... So I don't want to jump on Mega Man X1 or 3. I mean, I'd kind of like to, but let's see. If I take... Excuse me. If I take these guys, I copy them from PowerPoint. I can't. There's all one picture, but that's fine. So the ones that come back are nameless usually. The Worm Warband has 3 mages in the ranks, the Candleman, a Fire Tamer, the Ragdoll. Able to sew things together. Oh, they... And Whistle Thread Alive. Is that a Dolman Wood inspiration? Any Twitch links? I tend to see when people are live more often over there. Well, shoot, I don't have it in the description. YouTube probably get mad at me, but it's just a Squirrel Plays over on Twitch. I don't think it's working right now. I think it's just a black screen for some reason. It's live. There's nothing to see. But the idea, Mark, is to get set up on multiple platforms. So when I push the button, it pew, goes out everywhere. That way, whatever your preferred platform is, you can hang out. As much as I like streaming on YouTube. It's ultimately up to y'all where you want to be. Third is Soul Mother, able to speak to swine and other creatures that live in filth. This one is the most dangerous. Alright. So there's... That's Mega Man X1. Dolman was a big inspiration. I'm not surprised. But that's okay. That's okay. So do we want to do more bosses? I really liked this table that we made. Can I just... Oh my goodness, I can just... It's not actually text I can edit, but I can take it over here. I really like this. That was a neat little table. Cyberpunk, steampunk, sci-fi / future, Weird West, Neolithic, Dieselpunk, Solarpunk was fun. Weird World War is also a super fun one. Magitech and Eldritch and Spooky. I think this is a good little table that we came up with for rolling up a random setting. Now, obviously, there's more out there, but this was a very strong start. It's like Mr. Universe and Serenity. Yeah, getting an error message on a Twitch video, but got you followed for the future. Thanks, man. I guess that means following notifications don't come up. That's a whole other thing I got to deal with. And I got mixed feelings about that. It's like, people want to see that all the time? Like, nah, so-and-so followed, so-and-so did this, blah, blah. I don't know if it works yet. I guess, can I donate $1 to myself on Buy Me a Coffee to see if it works? A little jazz squirrel comes up. Hang on. See if I can do that. Can you... Let's try this. I say, can you donate without logging on? Buy me a coffee. A squirrel plays. Boy, I typed all of that wrong. There's a chunky squirrel on Buy Me a Coffee. Interesting. Let's try spelling this right. Man, if I Google myself, it doesn't work. Sad day. Alright. There's another squirrel on here. Alright, they just have a squirrel logo. Okay, that's too complicated. I can't figure that out. Anyway, do we want to make more... go through a slew of bosses like this? Or should we take like some Dark Souls bosses? Instead of a whole collection of them, maybe we do like one thing at a time. Let's see, Dark Souls bosses. It looks more fancy if you can see when someone follows you, think. What I don't like is when the notifications smack that. Yeah, in the middle of the screen obscuring. Yep. Yeah, like in the corner's fine. As long as it doesn't have jarring music or something. Right. This looks like a very small image. It ain't the biggest. Bell gargoyles. That could be a fun encounter. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like Dark Souls bosses look cooler than anything else. You know? Versus all of these guys. They all got weird little things going on. Because they're Mega Man bosses. So. Like, other than this thing being massive. What is it? The Gaping Dragon? Is that what yeah, that's what he's called. I mean, if you turn it into an... Well, I guess if you turned it into one of these encounters. Which is fantasy not a... Cyberpunk, steampunk, sci-fi? How do we not have fantasy on here? Cyberpunk, steampunk, sci-fi, Weird West, Neolithic, Dieselpunk, Solarpunk. Yeah, we don't have fantasy on here. How did that happen? No fantasy. You a fan of the Megas? Their Mega Man music is ripe for villain inspiration. Oh yeah, man. Dude, I wore Mega Man games out growing up. I played... We had a couple of them on the Nintendo. The original Nintendo, but Super Nintendo. Like we were renting them from the store. Could never find them for sale, but Super Nintendo, I had X1, 2, and 3 and wore those games out. I played them over. I could about play some of them blind. I mean, I liked them. And the music was fantastic. Oh, wait, the Megas. I'm sorry. I read that completely wrong. The band. Yeah. Like, they got the song. I like their one about Quick Man. I see what you're saying. I read that totally wrong. Yeah, because their songs are from the bad guy's perspective. It makes Mega Man look like the villain. It's so good. So if you listen to them, I hope you have heard of the Proto Men. Act 1 wasn't very good at all, I don't think. Act 2 was phenomenal. The Father of Death is the name of that one. The whole album. And I think the third one just dropped recently. I need to go listen to it. 'Cause Act 2 was amazing. But anyway, if we made this guy, there was a fantasy setting like Dark Souls, he wouldn't do much other than what he does in the game, but if he was cyberpunk or steampunk, he'd have steam. I still don't feel like it'd be that interesting. Because these are just very... They're cool, but like they're basic monsters. Which is fine, because they look terrifying. You get the visual side of it in the video game. Heard of them, but didn't quite get quite as taken. Well, did you listen? Act 1 is not good, that whole album, but I really liked the second album. I thought it was so good. Do. Alright, what other? I also don't know a lot about Dark Souls bosses. I'm sure they have all this fun, interesting lore and secret mechanics. These are like really low res pictures. Alright, let's try this. It's the big fat McFatty. Ugly dude. See, if you take away the visual from these bosses, like, what do they have going on for them? Or what do they have going for them? I'm sorry. Not to say that visual is no good, but this is a TTRPG and we don't have the visual. We'll have to explore more. I recommend it, and I think Act 1 was the same way, but Act 2 for sure. It's all one continuous thing. One song bleeds right into the other, so listening to them in order helps. Maybe we also add a culture. Cyberpunk with a Slav touch, or fantasy with a Byzantine... Did I say that right? Byzantine flair? Ooh. So, I don't know if this is what you're talking about, but this would be fun if we had multiple tables that we rolled. So like you get your setting, so like Cyberpunk with, and then another table. So it could be like Cyberpunk with fantasy influence or something like that, you know? Actually, glad you brought this up. I found... Well, let me find it. I have no idea what it's called now, dang it. But I got it somewhere. This thing had some really good tables for rolling. Excuse me. Official material. Let's do by date. Oh no. Did I not save it? Alright, this is it still on my downloads? That's all the Dave's one-shots, or one-shots, not his one-shots, his one-page settings. I was like, hey, do you guys remember Hellborn? Well, that just opened right there. This is another one he's working on. It looks pretty cool. Looks very cool. Alright, I didn't want that to open there. Not Undaunted. This might be it. Open with the PDF editor this time. Ah! My computer's doing things. Big chunk boy without the visuals is big hitter who teaches you to dodge or to use the environment to... Yeah. It would be a good, if you got a campaign going on with some weird mechanics, he'd be good for introducing those. So I think this is it. Yeah. Combat. Well, where did these tables start? This is a big book. It's not character creation, not equipment, rules of the game. It's not that. It's not magic world. Creating your campaign. So let me. This is free, so I can just show it. I don't have to worry about getting in trouble. You can just download this. I forget where, but window capture, PDF viewer. We're doing it live. Okay. Let me. Maybe you can get a little. I think it's gonna be too tiny. It's gonna be too small. Let me do. I do one page. Can't really make it much bigger. Make it a little bigger. Well, anyway, we got terrain features. How populated? How dangerous? What use is the feature? It's like it is a trade route. It has substantial productive infrastructure. What kind of event last happened there? There's all kinds of weird things in here. This is city stuff. Or no, I'm sorry. Nation construction. Disputes, positive ties, current problems. I like this one, the thematic element. It's pretty cool. Barbarism. Physical appearances. That's for peoples. So anyway, if you need like a bunch of tables, worlds without number. Technically it's a whole game, but like there's a lot of. I saw people talking about it, and they were looking for stuff to generate solo ttrpg things, and somebody's like, oh man, this thing's just full of tables. Like, go for it. I thought it was pretty cool. Anyway, Squirrel plays top viewer stream boot. Oh man, I've been on Twitch for 10 minutes and already getting bots. I love it. Can I? Oh cool, I can just moderate from right here without even having to go over to Twitch. I got block, I got timeout, I got VIP user, mark as mod, or mark as bot. I think that marks it as a bot you actually want to use. I am a bot. Oh, we're gonna ban Blaze too. Alright, so let's do this. Block user. All messages from user will be deleted. User will also get added to the hide user list. Jump. There he goes. Man, that's cool. This is why we don't stream on Twitch. You're a friendly bot. Okay, okay. Was just building something random, or are you prepping for your... Oh, no, I'm just... So, I don't think you were in the other streams. The other streams, we went through all the Mega Man X2 bosses, and we would take a boss, and then we'd roll a random setting, and then make it a ttrpg encounter. When we would use the boss themselves and then their level as inspiration, and just... I guess you could say they were technically a one-shot, but there was like, all right, let's make this guy, let's give him some motivation and a reason for the party to interact with them. And the idea is to make little one-page handouts to give everybody to use in whatever system you want. It wasn't system-specific, so their abilities were very generic, a little abstract, like, this will stun a player. What's that mean? You know. Or it can reach very far. So it was fun. I enjoyed it. But like I said, I think people started getting a little tired of it. But the idea was to just stream, have fun, stretch the creative muscles, and then have something y'all can actually use. Now, I'm still trying to put it together and make it look pretty. Because right now it does not look pretty. Matter of fact, I think I can just show it to you. Where's the PowerPoint? There it is, right there. Oh, I gotta put it up here where you can see it. There we go. I put mustaches on all. But this was kind of our board that we were making. Put it right here. This is where we're just slapping ideas on here, and then ideally you make it look somewhat decent. This is all I want to have, like a title, a little bit about the setting, you know, where you are, what you're doing, what's going on, a little bit about the actual character that you will be going after, and then their moves over here. Like, deflect, can twirl his blade vine to deflect shots as he steadily approaches his target. So, like, it's up to you to figure out how that works in your game. And then the hard part is going to be finding a reference image that's okay to use, but also gets the vibe across for the setting. But that's the idea. And we went through all of them. So like, I can't just throw all these pictures. Even though this is the perfect picture, it's like, well, I can't use that. So, oh, and these. So that was the idea. So now now that I did it, I'm just kind of looking for the next thing to do, what y'all might find interesting. Like, maybe we don't work on bosses. Maybe we just work on a setting, like we do over at Planar Crossroads with the bugs or something. Something like that. Did you break any? Well, no, not yet. Not yet. I haven't done a campaign in so long. I kind of thought this year I was going to do a Nuts campaign and a Weird West one, but man, it's already coming up on March. I don't know when I'd do it. When I would actually make stuff for it. I technically have one kind of prepped. Got a plot line and everything set up. But there's some YouTube experimentation going on this month, which is why there was a lot of streams all of a sudden. And then my next video, technically I'm supposed to drop one in a couple days if I was keeping up with my 2-week schedule, but I'm not. I was just like, no, I just want to try making a video and releasing it when I'm happy with where it's at. I mean, obviously you could work on something forever, but there's been so many times I tried to make a video and then was like, I'm not really happy with this. There's so much more I wanted to do and get into, but 2-week upload schedule. Let's go. So this one, you'll just get it when you get it. So, and part of that is experimenting, and part of it is because there's no way I could make this in 2 weeks. Because it involves a lot of other people. So, that I had to get in touch with and schedule interviews. So no, Austin, I didn't break anything. Let's start. Things we could do. Make more bosses. Linux streams. Make settings. That could be a fun one. That could just spiderweb out and all kinds of weird stuff. I don't know how that would work, new mechanics. Because that would be dependent on the game specifically. You could run a campaign. Well, as I was saying, I can join them, but making one is a bit more work. Yeah, I don't think Dark Souls bosses would be a good point of inspiration. Not to hate on Dark Souls, which is something I do enjoy doing, but they are definitely video game bosses. Sif and Astoria, or whatever his name is, aside. OC speed dating. Remnant 2 bosses. Ooh. I did like the Huntress. She was pretty cool. Once Human. Is Once Human the free-to-play game where you, like, summon things from other dimensions or realities? That looked like it had a super cool concept, if it's the one I'm thinking of, and I tried it, but when you play it, it's just like, this is such a cheap, slap-together game that just tried to touch every mechanic it could to be interesting. For the setting, making one, we could choose a system and play to its... Ooh. Like, make a setting and then find a game? Have a concept for a setting, flesh it out a little bit, then find a game that jives well with it, and then tack some more stuff onto the setting based off the system. Or we could start with the system. Like we could use Mouse Ritter and be like, well, there's your post-apocalyptic-y one. You know, it doesn't have to be mice. It could be Fallout. Oh gosh. Peters tells me I got a bot in my Discord server. Well, at least the new bot worked. The Discord bot, not the other type of bot. Mezio Viper. Man, I'm so tired of bots. I'm so tired of Discord. Yeah. Step 1. Theme. Well, let's see. Let's where's my... I got too many tabs open. Let's see. Where's my dice roller? ttrpgs, dice rollers. Roll dice. Alright. I'm gonna roll a d10. A 1. I don't like this dice roller. So that would be Cyberpunk. Ah, man, how'd I end up there again? Got Peter taken care of over here. Bummer. Alright. Step 2, L setting. Step 3, character sheet. Nah. Not all that. Okay, so we got, apparently, Cyberpunk. So, I don't want to do Cyberpunk. Can we roll again? There's Peter. Very late. We're trying to figure out what to do for streams, since I kind of broke things already. We're technically live on Twitch. It just doesn't show anything. It's just a black screen. So I was saying, I feel like doing all the Mega Man bosses kind of ran its course. Don't want to do another batch of 8 as much as I enjoyed it. Views kind of went down after a while. Not that that's a good reason to stop it. Whereas Grimdark, well, we stopped at 10. I feel like we could do 2 tables where you can mix genres. Subgenre, right? Because can't you have like Grimdark, Weird West, Grimdark? I guess Solarpunk and Grimdark kind of contradict each other. Grimdark, Weird World War. But anyway, Peter, Twice Dead had the idea for making a setting, and then we choose a system and play to that system's strengths while working on the setting. And I very unfortunately rolled up Cyberpunk, so which we might choose something different. Because there's plenty of Cyberpunk books out there. I was thinking more we take something that wasn't specifically made for it, like what I was saying earlier, Mouse Ritter has some really good scavenging mechanics, so you could set up a post-apocalyptic setting and use Mouse Ritter and actually play as people. People. It's a fun idea. Yeah. That's what we could do. So should we do post-apocalyptic Mouse Ritter? Never mind the big dragon over here, Peter. That's okay. Don't worry about him. Mouse Ritter. Oh gosh, how do we spell post-apocalyptic? Apocalyptic. Play as peeps. Oh, that's how you spell people. Post-apocalyptic play as people. So it's not taking a system and forcing it into something else that it's not supposed to. Cough, cough, 5e, Cthulhu horror, whatever is the running meme. But like Neolithic, how many games are out there for that? I was just talking about too earlier about how I was on Planar Crossroads. You would have loved it, Peter. We were making a setting where you play as bugs. There's a surprising lack of ttrpgs for that, and there's so many different things you can play as. Cybermouse. Is that a game? It's probably a game, isn't it? Cybermouse. There it is. That is a very bright blue web page. Enter the mouse house, and none of it works. Okay, that's a shirt store. I don't know what I'm clicking on. Maybe we don't. Bugs! Yeah. Thought of you the whole time, Peter. One of your players is playing a bug alien? Yeah, we have a game coming up in a few days, don't we, Blaze? On Sunday. I'm playing with old Misty Steps. your biblically accurate normal lady. Alright, let me put this back up here where I can see it. Misty Step. I kind of like the idea of post, but like, I'm trying to think of what we would work on. I guess we just make a post-apocalyptic world, right? I feel like I'd have to go read up on Mouse Ritter. This might be more work. Post-apocalyptic Mouse Ritter. Mouse Ritter thrives on the terror of being small. Maybe you play as gnomes after one of the horsemen passed by. Ooh. Gnomes against horrors of famine. Good. I guess you could say it's about being small. I thought it was more so about just being fragile and expendable. Whereas, you know, like OG Fallout games, you were kind of fragile, right? I think. And the Wasteland was supposed to be super deadly. Beats D&D Light. Nimble. I'm still confused as to what Nimble is. Is it 5e? Is it not? What is it? Is it a remake? In which case, why is it tied to 5e? It's a different game. So confused. So Twice Dead, you could play as a human in this. Or we could play something else. Small as fragile. It is D&D Light. Is there such a thing? Is there such a thing? What if your people in because everything got nuked, everything else is just big. So now you're technically small in comparison. Scorpions are huge. Bears are huge. Humans, yeah, that's basically what I was saying. Humans in a world of giants. Now, would that be... Let's think about it. Because if everything is gigantic, then they can really, like, just screw up the terrain royally, right? So, like, if you're trying to get behind cover... See, if you're a mouse and you're fighting a cat, the cat is huge, but you can get in something and the cat will try and get it. You can't just break it, depending on what it is. Whereas if you're going up against a giant, an actual giant in comparison to you try and get behind cover, they could just smash the whole thing, right? Squirrels are huge! Oh man, a giant squirrel. Would be terrifying. You just see something zoom, run by. You're like, what was it? Jumps on you. Yeah. So maybe not giant, just bigger than what they were. And everything's just really deadly. Okay, I'm kind of liking that. As a Glee. Small humans might want to read Beautiful Dark. Well, no, I was say we're talking about making the humans normal. They're just going to seem small in comparison. If you want to play small people, Household. They have mice in the name, I think. The game is Household, and it's made by the people that made Outgunned. Their name is like 2 mice or something. Squirrel Mount. A squant. Yeah, that's a good point, Twice Dead. You could, if you could tame some of these. Could you add a taming mechanic to capture these creatures and use them as your own? Since you're so fragile, you use them as meat shields. The mouse apocalypse. Big ratmen have put you into a skinner box and you must escape. That sounds dangerous. Okay, so let's do this. Plays people. Creatures are all much bigger than normal due to magical radiation of nukes, because that's how it works. Is the overlay chat set to top? It missed one of my comments. Which one did it miss? Small things became large and big creatures stayed the same. The bear fears the rat. That would be pretty wild. For some reason, the smaller the creature was originally, the more it grew. I told him radiant damage was a bad idea, but they called me crazy. About a racing ttrpg? For real? How far back? How far back we gotta go? I'll sit. I might have just missed it because the way this thing's working, I feel like it should do whatever I'm looking at here. Oh, you sent a screenshot? Yay! How did stream setup go? Okay. Was that after? That was right after you said I'm back. That just never came through, period, Glee. Which Twice did. You were having the same problem earlier. That's not even in the OG YouTube chat. And it's set to live, not top, so... Yeah, Twice did said when he came in here, some of his messages just weren't coming through. And I thought, well, maybe you got a spotty connection, but... Yeah, maybe YouTube's just struggling today. Yeah, the overlay did not display the correct... Yeah, I know, but I'm going back through the not overlay chat to make sure there wasn't a disconnect. But interesting. Anyway, I got the new art for the Evolver sub-archetype. It looks extremely awesome. Well, let's compare some art. Send me that art if you're good, and I'll put it on the screen, and then I'll show you the art I got the other day and making a short for. Y'all can get the early access I was talking about. And mold, amoebas and bacterium are... Ooh. I like that. Let's do this. Y'all can... Look at this crazy chat I get to look at. Doink. There we go. Send it through Discord. Yay. Oh, that is pretty cool. I like that. Man, yeah, your artist has definitely gotten better over the years. Look at that. Look at that. I like that armored one in the back. That's going Digimon with that one. Doot, doot, doot. Sometimes messages don't show up. That's why sometimes you see me spinning. Yep. That's fair. Anyway. I gotta go find mine now. It's right here. Look at this. Look at this. Isn't that so cool? A mold and fungus covered world. It's gonna be out of the winds effect. It's really Ash. She will redraw her old art after she's done with all. Oh, very cool. That is also good. Yeah, so this is the artist for Dave's Grimwood Games' next project he's working on, which is Masked Paws. That's the person right there, the Holy Bro. Line. This is their actual name, or what they go by. So I'm making a funny little short, and I'll have her link and everything in there. But yeah, we were just me and Dave were in a voice chat, and she was in there too, just drawing away, and she was streaming what she was drawing, and I was like, hey, you should draw a barbarian squirrel. And she's like, okay. Cranked it out. Austin, get you. And she was sitting there working on it, and she's like, you want this, you want that? And I was like, hey, it's your world, man. I'm just living in it. I'm just happy to get a picture. And then she's like, what about, around him? And I was like, well, unless I'm mistaken, hawks are one of the squirrel's worst predators, so that's why we have a hawk skull in front. Ain't getting that squirrel. You don't want to get bitten by that squirrel. No, no, no. No, no, no. Alright, so I like mold. Maybe back to our building size. Like, maybe not building size, but like... Or maybe they just cover, walls or whatever, and it can like come together and make a big slime. Oh man. Alright, this is a very cool setting. But buildings would still be normal size, or at least what's left of them. So that's something to consider saying Mouse Ritter, because you're small. You have so many interesting structures, like the inside, the back seat of a car. That's a whole map to explore. Like, that is quite a bit to get up and over and under and all that. And you dig holes in the fabric and all that. Or just the engine of the whole car would be a very large map. So if you're people size, you kind of lose that. So this giant slime, but I mean, it could like plug up whole hallways and is coming towards you and make you feel small. Yeah, so imagine you're in a wrecked office building, and then there's this giant squirrel running through the hallway. He's like, he can't even fully jump sprint because he would hit his head on the ceiling. So that would make you feel pretty small. I can dig it. Squirrel barbarian don't rage, he just go nuts. You see that squirrel down dark alley? I better hear boss music. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh, he's so cool, man. She does some really cool stuff. Like, the art she's been making for him is really neat. I like it. It's a fun style. It's very fun. I would put the name for this one up here, but I don't have it. It's Blaze's Artists. That's just that's her name. For giant structures, we could have giant oh, man. Peter will love that. But if the bugs got super big, because the smaller they are, the more they grew, yeah, you could just have... Oh, man. Imagine if ants started tunneling under your settlement and like it just fell under it. But that would feel like you got shrunk down, but you're actually big. Oh, man. That'd be a lot of ants. I wonder if all the bugs grew, humans would go extinct. I feel like they would be bottom of the food chain. So maybe we don't do bugs if we want to make this believable. Or maybe like the rare occasional bug. Well, I wish my window cam would work. I got birds out there. I did not break it yet, Mr. Hamster Man. And well, I broke it a little bit. Twitch isn't working. It's live, but it's not working. If you want to sit and watch a black screen and chat over there, you can. Reminds me of that anime with an island of giant bugs. That doesn't sound good. EDF. EDF. We got an EDF fan. EDF. Have you played the new one? I almost bought it the other day. Just couldn't bring myself to do it. It was on sale for 50% off. I still might. I don't know. Is it still on sale? Actually, let's do this. This will be faster. Is there any deal? Earth Defense Force 6? Oh, it is still half off. Some weird sounds out there. It is currently $20 on Game Billet. I might have... Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's currently $22. Their lowest was 20. Might have to. You know only the memes? Okay, well, that's about all it's good for, really. Right, a lot of bugs have 3 phases: larva, pupil, and adult. Don't forget to use... Oh, yeah. We had fun with that when we were working on one of the Mega Man bosses on Morph Moth. We made him a Neolithic creature that would like burrow inside of you and grow, and yeah, it's gnarly. Oh, it's hilarious. Twice did. When I found out he didn't like bugs, I had the time of my life. I told him I was gonna make a bug blood oiler. I didn't do it though, because we like Peter. We don't want to terrify him. But it is something to keep in the back pocket. Alright. So I like where this is going. Let's keep going down the list here. What about bugs? If all bugs got huge, it would be game over for humans, but it cool. Wonder if giant bugs would mature slower. I channel my own fears. Oh, that's weird. Like your name. Interesting. Did it? Yeah, it auto-sized your name over there. Interesting. For a bigger chat message. When I was a child, my mother showed me the black and white movie Them. It scared you for life. Also, the bugs could get bigger the closer they're... Oh, you see giant spider webs, and you know... Like that. What's it called in Fallout 4? Like the Green Sea or something? Where the nuke hit. That area is super radiated. Okay. I can't put a bug on here. I'll freak Peter out. But here's what we can do. We can make the nerdy bug I had in my one video. You got though. He's a little spooter. There you go, Peter. Is that fine? Alright. Bugs get bigger the closer they are to dense radiation. Red for question. That's red. Nerd spider, yeah. If you are in a safe zone, the ants are only fist sized. What would you want to try? Nah. I'd have to go find a bug. I like my little nerdy spider. A 4-bore rifle could kill an elephant-sized spider. The problem is the logistics of the world went down with the blast. That would be interesting, though. Like, you have this wasteland. All these weird creatures. And then you have these super dense radioactive zones, and instead of the death claws, you know, the bugs there are just tripping balls, right? They're huge. And it's just a buggy bug war zone out there. And you know, one every now and then could stray from that. So like maybe you're in a cave a little far ways off from that zone, and there, yeah, like you said, there's a giant, you start seeing huge spider webs, or you know, spider silk that's like that thick. It's like, maybe we get out of here. But what would be a reason to go into such a radioactive zone? You know, loot is the obvious answer, but what kind of loot? Would the bug parts be something super valuable? Like a praying mantis limb? Kaiju wars. Yeah, you're just like, oh, just gigantic praying mantis goes by. Sounds like an airplane and just destroys something. Yeah, once you break... Yeah, I was saying that you could have special bug-killing weapons, but I like to think the bugs are still pretty fast, even though they're big, so... You know, the praying mantis wouldn't be going... He'd just be going, you're dead. Straight up flying cazadors. Flying pests. Yeah, but what would the loot... I say loot, but like, what's a good reason to dive into those highly radioactive zones? You could say bug parts to kill stronger beasts, but it's like, okay, well, if that's what you use to kill other bugs, just don't go into the zone and you won't need those to begin with. The blast zones are like the zone and roadside. Wait. We're using, I don't know what roadside picnic is, but you reminded me somewhat. We're doing Mouse Ritter. We're supposed to be playing to its strengths. So let's say the tablets, the runs for Mouse Ritter are only in the radioactive zones. Like, the denser the radiation, the more likely you are to find the tablets and stronger tablets. Yeah, so the magic needs to tablets. So I like that idea. Let's do that. Mouse... That's not how you spell it. Is that how you spell abundant? It's not going to tell me if I'm spelling it wrong. Okay. This is just brainstorming. Or abundant. How about that? And then you could make some new tablets. Cause see, in Mouse Ritter, it's kind of like, it's about building, right? You going out, you send your little mice out, they get stuff come back, and you're trying to build the colony up, build your home, if I remember right. So, could the tablets help with that? Because the tablets would make you stronger as an adventurer, but if they also had like healing stuff, that could be really good for your colony. They could also sell, which is money, you know, materials for your colony. Tablets are in the radio. Yeah, I like that idea. Oh, I got something better. Here's artwork. This is the sheriff made for Clock World. I love it. Oh, man. I love the stuff Peter's wife draws. It's so good. That's why she's going to make the artwork for Nuts. Look at that. Angie Scorpion. Is that you right there, Peter, in the picture? Yeah. Okay. So does that... Well, shoot. Let's just go pull this back open. It's cut off a little bit. That's the version. Okay, let's see. I need mouse ritter. ttrpgs. Official material. Mouse. Rules. Boop. All right. View page. There we go. Scorpions are weird bugs. Like, I would not want to live in a place with scorpions. They got these, and they got the stabbing things, and probably teeth too. How many killing devices do you need? I asked her for a not realistic angry giant scorpion. That's what I love about the work she did for Nuts. I just gave her little prompts like that, and she just knocked it out of the park. So good. Oh man. Let's see. With the settlement rules of Mouse Ritter, you can have the vault or city systems. So we're not trying to make, if you mean vault as in Fallout, we're not trying to make Fallout. It's usually my point of inspiration because I love Fallout. What's that new system with the tags? You talking about Words of Power that dude was making? Crabsoft? Or is this something out already? I had thought that mountains... I had a thought. Mountains are nests of relatively giant blue ginger anime-sized bugs. Precious gemstones having to be read. Ooh. Gemstones or bug poop. I like that. The bugs leave something behind. Oh, it's just straight up treasure. So loot. Could be used for trading. Now, if the tablets are in the radioactive zone, is that something that attracts big bugs, or they just happen to, or maybe the tablets are something the bugs make? That's not weird at all. But I'm wondering if you get the tablets and bring them back, would that attract bugs to your settlement, or is it something you could use to repel them, which would make them so valuable? One man's trash, another man's cash. Like City of the Mist, but Mist World instead. It makes extremely use of tags. What are we talking about tags? Am I missing something here? Their feces could also be used as a really good fuel source, like coal. Crack. Nuclear even, you might say. The bugs just poop out nuclear batteries. It would be interesting. Okay, well, I guess I could be writing some of these down. Bug poop. Fancy, super-powered fuel source. Fancy gemstones inside bugs? Or their poop? Oh, y'all can't even see that over there. That's right. Legend in the Mist. In the mist. It's the green mist when it's nuclear. Radioactive. Blaze, I meant to ask. Well, actually, I didn't mean to. I just now thought of it. But when you were over on YouTube, when you were over on Twitch, was any of the audio even making it? Probably not. I just don't think anything's making it over there. Anyway, so are the tablets themselves actually going to be magic, like they are in Mouse Ritter? We say when the bombs came down, it awakened something that had always been there, like ancient runes came back up to the surface. What if, like, the nuke wiped out parts of the ocean, and then there was ruins way down in there? That'd be cool. Nope, no audio, just image of a squirrel. With some weird caps lock going on. The rules of language in Mouse Ritter could work for mutants. If a mutant is too far gone, you two can't... Yeah! Would we have super mutants? I am super mutant! Those guys are so stupid. I love them. Big green dummies. I got it! The tablets are made by a group of rats or mice that live among and semi-tame the bugs. A cult, if you will. They do things to attract mice into the mountains to make new gems. The tablets are a group of rats or mice that live among semi-tamed bugs. So the rats and mice are taming the bugs? But they do things that attract mice into the mountains to make... Or do you mean they do things to attract more bugs into the mountains to make new gems? Or are the bugs intelligent, making gems out of the mice? So many questions. In Fallout terms, you can talk to ghouls, but not super mutants. Yep.
What do you want, smooth skin?
Ghouls are pretty cool. See, I'm feeling like in this setting, in this world, would cash be that valuable? Treasures, you know, fancy loot, gemstones, fancy diamonds, things like that. Would that actually be something people were willing to trade resources for? Or are actual resources more important? Like that's what I was thinking, the tablets, if they offer some kind of protection, it's like, oh yeah, we will trade everything for this. Think of it, mutated mice leading adventurers to their doom for pretties to survive. It's worth it. Well, you know, now you bring that up, rats, at least, I know, love hoarding things. They really do. So that would be interesting if the giant rats were actually kind of intelligent. Or even if they weren't, they just put it together, figured it out. They could lead humans to this area to get eaten by bugs, and then the bugs chomp them, and then their excrement is got the diamonds in it or whatever, and then the rats go get that. And just, you know, they're your dragon, right? They just have a horde in their little rat cave or their rat tunnel, just all these gems. That'd be funny. We've used gold and gems as currency for ages. I don't see why not in the pockets. Yeah, that's the thing, right? People always want money, or the equivalent, because money is power, right? So that's why people wanted those things, because it gets them other things. But in a world where everything is destroyed, I wonder, I guess, would we default to some currency for trade and then everybody would want that? Probably. So. And it's a game, right? And it had to make perfect sense. Because I imagine in this setting, the world's been toast for a while and people have done a little rebuilding. It's not like fresh, nuked. So we've probably set up some shops and some trade. So it's like, okay, I got this fancy diamond thingy. This guy will give me my bazooka 3000. Also, human-sized intelligent rats that love the shinies. That's just the Skaven, no problem. I love those rats.
Filthy man thing.
Was it the Skaven? Don't they like to say things twice? Mine. I like the Skaven too. Matter of fact. What was the dude's name? Spine Mangler. I think that was his name. I need a good picture of him. I am not getting a good picture of him. Maybe because I spelled it wrong. It's not the best picture. But that's old Spine Mangler. From Vermintide. Also, we ain't Bethesda. Hiroshima started cleaning up within the month, unlike the Fallout humans that still live. Yeah, that's the thing, right? But they also had other resources coming in. It wasn't the whole world that just... So... after that happened, they had modernized help coming in, whereas if the whole world, that's all gone. So, I don't think they would have lived in the way they did as long as they did, but it still take a while. Vermintide was a fun game. Hey, I didn't play much of the first one, but Vermintide 2, man, I played the snot out of that one. I tried Darktide multiple times. It's not the same. It's still pretty fun, but it is not the same. It also had a lot of growing pains. Vermintide 2 was really good, though. I liked it. Crank up that difficulty and just... Go nuts! So here's the question. If we do this, which I guess we already are, am I going to end up with another Moss and Stone project I have to finish? Like, okay, now I got to go make the setting for Mouse Ritter. Kickstart it, publish it, and everything else. It's going to be full of this art. Lovable, angry scorpions. It actually might kind of work. It is Mouse Ritter. Vermintide 2, Mog's Darktide. Yeah, I liked what Darktide thought it was gonna be. I guess that's how we'll say it. I liked, because that's what Vermintide 2 really lacked. Like, the levels were super fun, but I really wish each level they had made was... They made the map like 5 times the size. But it was just because there was alternate paths. The level would still take the same amount of time that it does now, but your path through it would be randomized. Like, there'd be different sections to shake it up a little bit, but still make it a continuous adventure. Whereas Darktide, they really leaned into the randomization, And I know there's not. I know there's more levels than this, but it honestly feels like there's only about 3 or 4 levels in that game because everything looks the same. And it's like, yeah, technically it's different, but man, does it feel the same. So it gets super redundant super quick. And they are trying to add more stuff, but it's just, I don't know. I liked the skill trees in Dark Tide. Those were a little better. But as much as I love Vermintide, Dark Tide, and all that, and I was telling my brother this not too long ago, I said Fat Shark, the company that makes them, has to have the most talented idiots I have ever seen, because no game comes close to feeling as good as that game does as far as all your movement and combat and stuff. But as far as anything functioning properly goes in those games, it's awful. Half your perks don't work, you know? It's incredible how much and like the skill trees alone in Dark Tide have been redone and overhauled so many times because they don't know what they're doing. It's incredible. A location-based adventure with the Mouse Ritter rules. Think of enough hexes and we're done in a year, tops. That's right. Mouse Ritter does do the hex thing, right? Yeah. That's right. Ta-da! Just make a little thing like that. Boom. Done in a year, right? Technically, this would be even easier than Moss and Stone because Moss and Stone's adding new mechanics and new classes. This is just like a setting, right? That's what I'll tell myself. It'd be super easy. Dark Tide had everything broken but the store for... Yeah. Funny how that worked, right? So I actually didn't buy Dark Tide when it came out, based purely off my Vermintide 2 experience and how nothing in that game worked for 2 or 3 or 4 years. So I was like, they're gonna screw all this up, and my brother got it, and I was like, you can just let me know when things start working. And yeah, it took several years because like they had the store issue, and then the way you could customize weapons and stuff was all jacked up. The grind was insane. There was so much RNG, and then when they got rid of all that, I was like, now I'll start playing. So they when it comes to that, they don't know what the heck they're doing, but man, can they really make gameplay feel good. Back again. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Oh, I think I'm actually going, we got ourselves a project, so I don't need another project. Oh, it'll be fun though. We'll do it. I need to schedule some Moss and Stone games and get more testing done on that. I mean, it's pretty good. I feel like not a whole lot going on there. I have nuts. Peter's wife's waiting for me to order more art. So I need to make a Kickstarter for that. We just played Nuts Saturday. We were vampires. I felt like it drug on a good bit, but maybe it was fun. I don't know. Need to get that out there. And technically I'm supposed to be writing a book too. When am I going to do all these things? And make videos. Panic, overwhelmed. Came back just in time, glad to see me spiral out of control. So I guess we can piddle on it. It'll be a fun thing to do. Mouse Ritter Tuesdays and Moss and Stone Thursdays. Oh man. We'll be like Dave and have 10 different projects going. Maybe focus on other things first. Yeah, so I kind of got into this a little bit earlier in the stream. Oh yeah, reached the scratch spirals part of the stream. February has been a bit of a test month for YouTube. If it pans out, I can make less videos and just stream more often. That will save me a lot of time. But if it like kills my YouTube growth, then obviously I can't do that because I need YouTube in order to do the other things, right? That's how you get your audience and get the word out, right? So I don't know. Maybe we can, because I like streaming a lot more. I find that more fun. And like I said, it saves a ton of time. Instead of, so even if you add, yeah, let's say you add 3 hours to every stream I do. It's like things I have to do behind the scenes or something for a 2-hour stream. So that's 5 hours. And I'd stream twice a week. That's 10 hours. That's half what I would spend on making videos, I think. No. Would it be the same? That would be less. It would be less than what I spend. Total, it would be less because I'm making videos and streaming at the same time. So if I can do this thing where, hey, I'll make a video when I make it, you get it when you get it, instead of trying to do a production schedule. So that would be nice if that works out. We'll see. I have no idea how it's going to pan out. I actually have a meeting with the old YouTubes in a few days. So I'm going to be like, hey guys, where do we go from here? We'll see. I am not too impressed with how this month went, but it will also be dependent on how the next video goes, which was normally come out this Thursday, but is not this. It's gonna when I get it done. I haven't even recorded it yet. Got a very different style of video coming up. We will see how it do. But we can work on this. What is today? Today is Tuesday. So I will be here Thursday for more Moss and Stone. I will, I guess, continue to dress up the swamp. Though I will also say, since I'm tangenting all over the place, every time I make a map on stream, those streams do very bad. Like people, I guess they hop on and they're like, oh, he's making a map. I'm not interested in that. And then leave. I don't know. I don't know what, because it's not in the title. It's like map making and they just don't click on it. So I don't know. It's weird. I must be a boring map maker. So we'll see what we do for Moss and Stone Thursday. Like I said, I really need to schedule some games. Maybe we'll work on the manual, because that'll be exciting. Just watching somebody type. People do it. Anyway, I'm gonna go get us food. Some yummy, yummy, yummy lunch. And then I will see y'all Thursday for Moss and Stone. So goodbye. If I can figure out how to turn off 10 different streams here. Let's see. I didn't think about that part. I figured out how to get them all going. Alright, this should do it. See y'all later. Pew.